What's up, guys? I'm Dan. I'm one of the owners of SkanStrength. We're a little family business, and I'm the only one in our family brave enough to get on camera and do this. So when you come to our facility, you'll see we're just a big green building in the back of the parking lot when you pull in. Just want to give you a little facility tour and explanation of what we are. So these are our front doors. So the way we set up our gym is it's founded on a small group sort of personal training. And so it started with that in 2017. We were below Finger Lakes on Tap, the old bar that was in town. Then by the end of 2017, we moved into a building that's now the brewery in Skinny Atlas. And then after that, we moved into where we are now in late 2019. And that's where we've been ever since. And so it's gonna give you a little tour explanation of what we got going on. So when you come in, you'll walk right into our conditioning room, or one of two conditioning rooms. I'm sorry, but this is the smaller one. This is where we do a lot of our body weight exercises. We have our fun toys like our ropes, our dumbbells, our sleds, our chains, kettlebells, things like that, a couple pieces of cardio equipment. I'll explain a little bit about our training, and it'll make sense a little bit more as we go through the tour. So this is our conditioning room. As we go into the next room, this is our weight room. And it's kind of, some might consider it old school looking. And it's filled with free weights and racks and bands and all sorts of equipment. We have specialty sort of barbells for people with different conditions, because we train all sorts of people. We have kids as young as 8, 9-year-olds all the way up through people in their 80s. Individuals with chronic disabilities, Parkinson's disease. We've had individuals with different types of cancers. We've had people with paralysis, rods in their backs from surgeries, torn meniscuses, ACL, anything you can imagine. We've pretty much trained in it, and we still get surprised here and there with new sorts of conditions and stuff. But really, we train everyone from that to, we've had professional athletes in here, high-level Division I, collegiate athletes, and everything in between. Individuals with intellectual disabilities, Down syndrome, autism, everything. And so the way we look at this, and I'll walk you into sort of how we run our training. The way we look at this is like our art. I'm the least educated out of our family. It's myself, my wife, my brother-in-law. So Jeff, my brother-in-law, and Taylor, we're the three main coaches here. We also have Jim and Janet, who help us out as well. And we look at this like our craft. I have a master's in this stuff. Taylor and Jeff both have doctorates in this. Janet does as well. Jim also has a master's, all under the kinesiology, chiropractic, exercise science umbrella. So we've really dedicated our lives to making this a professional career for ourselves. And so this is sort of our main setup right here. And the way we run our training is it's very all-encompassing. We have a skeleton program for each sort of different demographic that we work with. So we have our after-school kids training, we have our adult training, and then we have our specialty Girls Power Hour, which is a girls-only class that young women can train in. And the structure of our training is more like a skeleton. It's a very living, breathing sort of plan. Everything's very progressed, it's very safe, and it's very gradual, and we're able to adjust it or scale it according to the level of your ability. So if you're brand new and you haven't worked out and you're 75 years old and you've never worked out in your life, we can adapt it to you. If you are a very high-level professional athlete who's here for the summertime, we can adapt it to you as well. So we have our sort of sets and reps and our exercises and the structure on the board, but sort of the fun and the passion that we have for this is being able to customize it and adjust it per the individual based on what your goals are and also what we think you might need. And so the way we think of it is, you're kind of, when you come in and train, you're like sort of an unsculpted block of stone, and we just kind of chip away at it, and over time we find this training regimen and these protocols and these methods that work really well for you. What's kind of nice is that a lot of us are all very similar. We all have, for the most part, arms and legs and hearts and lungs, so there's a lot of similarities between us, so we can do things sort of similar, but at the same time, within those similarities, there's a vast array of individual differences. So we can combine those ideas and that understanding to be able to tailor programs to you. Okay, so that's sort of how our training works, okay? What we focus on is very broad general goals, all right? Because I think most people want to be strong, they want to be fit, they want to be healthy, they want to be limber, they want to be mobile, and they want to feel well, both mentally, physically, emotionally, all the above. So our gym encompasses all of that. We have the strength, we have the very varying ranges of repetition ranges that we use, different exercises we use. There's a lot of variety. So it's a very encompassing program when it comes to our physical and mental well-being. And so this, I would argue, is a little bit more, it's all of it, but more the physical aspect of it. Now, there's obviously spillover effect into the mental. So let me keep walking you through the rest of what we have going on. So we have our weight room. We have our main sort of body weight conditioning area, we'll call it. Along with that, we have a couple other services that are additional to our membership. So they're not included with our membership, but they're additional. We have our, you can peek in here, we have our licensed acupuncturist, Jim, and he does acupuncture in here. And he also has classes in Qigong and meditation. So along with the physical, it's just a place we want people to be able to come and get healthy in a variety of ways. So it's kind of cool because you'll have people who might not really be into the weightlifting or maybe have their own way of training. They're not into what we're doing in terms of the fitness side of things, but they'll come in and they're really looking for that maybe wellness side of things with the acupuncture, with the meditation, with the Qigong. And to continue with that, we also have chiropractic. So both Taylor and Jeff, that's my family, they are also chiropractors, and they rely tremendously on exercise to help make people feel better, because a lot of up-to-date current research and literature in the scientific world really points in that direction, that exercise is a very potent medicine for healing and well-being. So along with that, they do utilize more traditional sort of chiropractic therapies that you might be familiar with, adjustments, soft tissue work, things like that. And so you can peek in here. This is their adjustment bay / seating area to discuss, your pain and ailments or things that you're trying to prevent and or improve. They do a lot of stuff, and one of the reasons we get a lot of people into our fitness and our adult training programs is for injury reasons, for healing reasons, and for injury risk reduction reasons. Can't really prevent injury, but you can reduce the risk of it happening. So we get a lot of people and that sort of thing, along with their families and kids. We got bathrooms back here, and now the most fun addition, or we think, that we've added on over the last year is this backspace. We just refer to it as the backspace. This is our sort of sports and fitness area. We rent it out to teams. We all coach some sports too, so we'll run some lessons throughout the winter in here. But we also utilize it quite a bit for our gym itself. And you can see right now we're set up for some speed and agility work that we're doing with our kids programs this week, or today more specifically. We use it for our adults. We also rent it out for golf lessons and all sorts of different things. But we just have all this space to move our bodies around. And we thought this would be great because it's winter here a lot more often than not. So we thought this would be a fantastic little addition to keep people moving more, have more room for our body weight, our conditioning, our rehab, all sorts of things like that. And so we utilize the space to the maximum, to its maximum capability, and it's a way for us to be able to provide a variety of outlets and methods to keep people healthy, to help get them healthier, to help recover them, and to help the kids learn to have fun and enjoy fitness and being healthy and getting strong and fast and all the good things and jacked like everybody wants to look good on the beach too. And so that's just a brief facility tour, a little overview of what we have going on. If you're interested, emailing us at info@skanstrength.com is your best bet. And thanks for watching if you watched this whole thing, and hopefully you'll come check us out.